Yes, what's up, Trinity International Hip Hop Festival? My name is Delta Lostralian. That's my man DJ Staen 1. Rest in peace to Mark B. We're gonna get live right now. 15th anniversary of this album, The Lostralian. Enough said. No intro needed. Home sweet home. My 9 to 5 grind sees dough rise slow. High hope tribe of a morbid few have just a train front to look forward to. I knew knowledge is king. Search the map. Call me nerd rap if you think earth is flat. Took time with this album, like my life relied on the outcome. Still be the same band without one show killer. No filler and no scams. Watching the clock grow dust on both hands. This flow stands still for no man. Won't stagnate, fate lets you know who I am. Sunburnt land dweller, Tag Ellis. Mad presence, freestyle and pad menace. And when it's done, respect will come. Like a slouch hat and badge at a rising sun. For one, Oz Idol is a waste of time. I refuse to stand in line to get signed. I close open mics to unwind. Welcome to Lostralia, the front line. This will be the name I'm called, Lostralian. And this will be the name I hold, the Lostralian. This will be the name I'm called, the Lostralian. And this will be the name I hold. Uttered, announced, spoken or told. The title doesn't even mean that I'm lost. Just refuse to be pigeonholed in a box. From a wild South Coast child out in the docks to young Aussie wetback shacked up in the Bronx. Write a heartfelt song, they'll say you're soft. Drama queens prayed that the action will stop. Time refined my flow pattern, hammered the comp. Then flew to UK where the anarchists rock. Had bombs in my ear, imagine a shock from the lab where I watched with severe writer's block. Chaos in the street, still trying to keep my mind state assigned to the rhymes and the beats. Entire lifetime defined in 8 weeks. My name means where the river and sea meets. Always rap with my cap on a lean. It'll take more than fashion, flatten this peak. Here lies the shell of the battle MC. I outgrew to see through my solo LP. World War III scenes in my cranium help me to find myself, the Lostralian. This will be the name I'm called, Lostralian. And this will be the name I hold, the Lostralian. This will be the name I'm called, the Lostralian. And this will be the name I hold. Uttered, announced, spoken or told. Let the DJ do his thing. The Lostralian. This will be the name I'm called, the Lostralian. And this will be the name I hold. Uttered, announced, spoken or told. We ready to get it started up in here. Ready to drop that Mayday flavor. This is where it all started. This is timeless, like the rhyme is. That's it. Bail out, Mayday. Sound the air raid. Come on, let's start, Mark B. This beat is raw. Seems more like a b-boy theme for Jaws. Freestyle, miles from the beach's shore. Can't swim, one fin was all you saw. Smorgasbord, too late to call for the Lord. When this hits stores, stay indoors, laid law. Radio pawns have been warned. Off the head encore, slay your tour. Cravo wax, spat bare facts. Muddy worn 87 Curry Air Max. No facsimile. The rap industry is just insurance tales. Back injury fake. That hinder me? Not for a minute. We finally found a sound track visually. Verse 1 done. Mayday's come. Let the horns blow and drop the bass drum. This is it. What's the Mayday shout? Bail out, move on. No snakes allowed. 8,000 flows to break the house down. This is it. What's the Mayday shout? Bail out, move on. No snakes allowed. 8,000 flows. Man, give me that mic back. Watch sparks fly. Bides pastime is graph art crime. 6 cities later, no shut-eye. It's the Columbine kid. Reload the carbine and I'll drop one line and watch the block fry. Top unsigned from Oz to NY. Stop. Can't knock my high. Might not land, so why stage dive, I'll float. Might quote a paperweight rhyme, flip it. We stay live on A-side, did Sydney, Hobart, Australia wide. I tear down Trinity and scrape the sky. That up-rock feeling from 85 is the same inspiration that made me write each track to kill time. Stand as test, we both won't rest. You know what's next, this is it. What's the Mayday shout? Bail out, move on. No snakes allowed. 8,000 flows to break the house down. This is it. What's the Mayday shout? Bail out, move on. No snakes allowed. 8,000 flows to break the house down. You know it. Yeah, here we go. Easy. It's gone too far. It's time to wipe the fake blood off of that platinum plate. One less gun. Shout out to my brother Skinny Man. On these beats, how many MCs present arms? Teach kids how to commit grievous harm. Martin turned poor Arthur into Vietnam. Joe Citizen thinks he's Genghis Khan. And a heckler and conch replace my boombox. Flocks rock ox cutters in their tube socks. I don't disrespect those forced to battle. No hippie trying to slide a white flower down a barrel. Your thug pose with a snub nose gotta go. You suffer paranoia, they don't wanna know. These rappers openly claim to cock back the heat. For career criminals, they're not that discreet. You're M16 with a full magazine. You can't disassemble and don't know how to clean. A rhyme about a gun ain't as dangerous as a kid holding one, feeling aimlessness. Suckers. One less gun. What I'm saying is, stop your gun talk. One less gun. Drop that front. Now I'm feeling like half Game Hunter, half Blade Runner, 303 or 45, same number. Scan to enter the club, no wonder. First blood's the Hollywood spell your son's under. Before you lick off spray, may wish to pay attention to which way bullets ricochet. A loaded firearm is a clip full of strays. To lay any innocent victim up in a grave. Inner hate we feel now, rising to the skin. Hiding in your rental home, frightened for your kin. The worth of life hangs in a balance. The true challenge, to not assume the role of a savage. Sharpen up and bury hatchets. Infrared through where the new era logo on your cap is. Apathetic, another song about a gat is. Now uranium can blow the globe off of Saxes. What? One less gun. What we're saying is, stop your gun talk. One less gun. Drop that front. Stop your gun talk. Shout out to my man Mojo, the cinematic.
It's been a long
the
time
almighty
that we've been on the
Dugiest
climb
crew.
in this grind,
Taking
you
to
better
Harlem real
believe
quick.
it. And everything we set our mind to this
Shout
year
out to
looks
Mas
like
D,
we're
shout out to
gonna
Rhetoric,
achieve
shout
it.
out to Taylor
And
May,
though life is a
Tomek,
game
all
for
the
some, no
Dugiest
need
crew,
to play
Wax
with us
Poetic.
because we just don't need it.
For the greater good.
Maybe we can talk about it. This is for the greater good.
We've seen 6 years pass since we met. You believe that, bro? Precious stones they don't know. Still Wax Poe, Butter and Fly. The A&I collab we froze. I promise this. Everybody knows the quote. Realize that we're two different sides of the map. Rest assured, we'll record many more when I'm back. Worldwide like a suicide bomber attack. Propaganda on the news when we run or relax. Bold a pale horse as a patriot act. Brought to us from the safe folks to bake up crack. 8 pounds driving London, they'll raise that tax. As sure as George Walker's gonna hate my raps. Play this track for 6 years. Hear the static and witness the loss. Model cinematic. City limits in your neighborhood. Understood, we're doing this for the greater good. Believe.
It's been a long time that we've been on the climb in this grind, you better believe
it,
it.
son.
And everything we set our mind to this year looks like we're gonna achieve
Come
it.
on now.
And though life is a game for some, no need to play with us because we just
real
don't need
hip-hop.
it. Maybe we should talk about it.
This is for the greater good. Oh yeah, we warming up now. This is the alien. Enough respect to the father, Cool Herc. way ahead of his time. Salute the father. There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from toxic waste life forms from the H-bomb. Carbon compounds from space with the date wrong. The mothership will only land when the hate's gone. From Sumerian pyramids to Babylon, hominids hunted down the last of the mastodon. Nephilim powered whole worlds with a paragon. We rock jewels in the dark with the power on. Arguing God, debating issues for an hour long. One religion per race, destroying our bond. Sacrificed on the banks of the Amazon. Pentagrams in the ranks of the Pentagon. No nice united colours of Benetton. Just a corrupt UN Rockefeller pawn. Men are born as slaves to get a weapon drawn. With less worth than the earth that they're stepping on. Alien, I don't belong here anyway, and I ain't ever gonna change. You can love me or hate me, just keep on labeling. Send me to space so that I can get my head straight. Alien, I don't belong here anyway, and I ain't ever gonna change. You can love me or hate me, just keep on labeling. Send me to space so that I can get my head straight. Oh yeah. Heat haze. Pitbull terrier lock and shake fleas off. Mainstream is whacker than Timberlake's beatbox. He loves Macca's for the mad cow beef stock. Only wear Nikes, not Adidas or Reeboks. How much is really being made in a sweatshop? How much did Money Grip pay for the S-Dots? It's just another game on the Xbox. Shame the rock kicks in when the sun sets off. Little classic from back in the day. This goes out to my Adelaide family. This joint is called The Rut. We ready? Come on down to the rut. Come on down to the rut, where people sit boredom out of bottomless cups and life is twice as rough. When you come back for more even though you had enough. Come on down to the rut, where people get stuck sipping boredom out of bottomless cup and life is twice as rough. When you come back for more even though you had enough. 2 days from now, tomorrow will be yesterday. Many will remain in the same place anyway. Hell plus heaven, L plus 7, self plus brethren. Melt then, blend into one. Lust, a lack and fuss, bust a backspin. Just begun like Jimmy Castor cut sacks in. Just imagine your trusted companion must abandon you for true love with a madman. This underhanded life takes more than one aspirin. Stars die or become has-beens. Function fashion, punks in plastic. One gigantic rut we must relax in. Diligent planning, military cannons. Famines, tangents, man splits to atom. Every single dollar we earn, tax per annum. No wonder this cash has a laxative action. Come on down to the rut, where people get stuck sipping boredom out of bottomless cup and life is twice as rough. When you come back for more even though you had enough. Come on down to the rut, where people get stuck sipping boredom out of bottomless cup and life is twice as rough. When you come back for more even though you had enough. The ape runs in circles, chasing its tail. At best moving forward at the pace of a snail. Took rope from a crucifix, replaced it with nails. Cause hate amongst males, the trait that prevails. Took a taste of ale, faced the rail. Then dive into a canyon, a stagnant pail. On the way down, I did not look around. Covered both ears to drown out the sound. Saw a sight in a nightgown, hand outstretched, but no matter how I tried, we could not connect. Landed in a pool of every single tear her mother wept over. Birth and life and love and death and how the hell we get into this mess. I confess if I knew, my pen would lay to rest, but I don't. So I keep taking baby steps and use the rut as a source of infinite depth. Now come on down to the rut, where people sip boredom out of bottomless cup and life is twice as rough. When you come back for more even though you had enough. Come on down to the rut, where people get stuck sipping boredom out of bottomless cup and life is twice as rough. When you come back for more even though you had enough. That's the rut, ladies and gentlemen. Onward and upwards.